Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. Who would have thought that two of the most serious and old-fashioned male actors in the short drama world could be completely disarmed by the same woman? Yes, you read that right. Those two strict, no-nonsense figures you've seen on screen, Zhao Zhendong and Wang Haozhen, both ended up falling under the irresistible charm of Zhai Yiying. Shocking? Maybe. But the truth is even more unbelievable than the rumors. Zhao Zhendong, known for his unshakable composure, is the type of man who freezes the moment fans pull out a camera in public. He carries himself like a fortress, untouchable and aloof, with a presence that makes everyone keep their distance. The idea that such a man, who avoids the spotlight outside of acting, could ever let his guard down seems laughable, until Zhai Yiying stepped into his life. And then there's Wang Haozhen, admired for his cool, stoic roles, a man who embodies discipline and tradition. On set, he has the reputation of being unapproachable, the kind of actor who never allows playful distractions to interfere with his work. Colleagues often whisper that he's too rigid, too bound by his own rules. Yet when Zhai Yiying entered the picture, all of those boundaries began to blur. So what is it about Zhai Yiying that could turn two disciplined men into vulnerable hearts caught off guard? Is it her radiant confidence, her sweet yet daring personality, or something deeper that strikes like lightning where no one expects it? One thing is certain, when Zhai Yiying steps onto the stage, even the most immovable men find themselves shaken. And now, the question everyone is asking, who will she truly choose? But the real twist came when both men crossed paths with Zhai Yiying. The moment they started filming a short drama with her, everything changed. To everyone's shock, Zhao Zhendong and Wang Haozhen, two actors who had always avoided unnecessary exposure, suddenly began appearing in promotions of their own accord. It wasn't forced by the studio, nor was it a publicity stunt. They actually took the initiative, standing side by side with Zhai Yiying, stepping into the spotlight they used to run from. Even more surprising, the two of them began creating together. Yes, the same men who once refused to break their stone-cold images were now brainstorming, collaborating, and even writing with her. Of course, their faces still carried that reluctant expression, as if they were being dragged into it. But the truth was undeniable. They had started operating in the entertainment circle in a way no one thought possible. Take the short drama Burning Wild Tenderness, Zhai, for example. Anyone who has watched it knows just how perfect Zhao Zhendong and Wang Haozhen looked together. Their chemistry was so sharp, so seamless, that fans described them as a match made in heaven. The storyline wasn't just a simple romance or shallow entertainment, it carried depth, meaning, and a kind of raw emotional power that left audiences speechless. In short, it wasn't just a good short drama, it was a masterpiece. A story that not only entertained, but also challenged expectations. And perhaps, just like that drama, the sudden bond between these two men and Zhai Yiying is telling us something bigger. Sometimes the most unexpected encounters create the most unforgettable sparks. The two of them immediately clicked, and it was obvious to anyone watching that Zhao Zhendong was completely led by the nose by Zhai Yiying. This time, he wasn't just quietly following along, he was actively teaming up with her to create new marketing campaigns. Even though the project hasn't officially gone online yet, the buzz it's already generating is undeniable. Just from the previews and behind-the-scenes glimpses, the pairing looks far more polished and magnetic than his previous collaborations. There's a sense of elegance, a higher level of sophistication that makes people stop scrolling and stare. And let's be honest, the visual chemistry between Zhao Zhendong and Zhai Yiying is almost too much to handle. They complement each other so well that it feels effortless, like they were destined to stand side by side in front of the camera. Fans are already calling them the perfect match, and it's not hard to see why. Zhao's composed, almost rigid personality softens the moment Zhai Yiying enters the frame, while her radiant charm and playful confidence highlight his quiet strength. Together, they strike a balance that's rare in the short drama scene, refreshing yet addictive, refined yet undeniably heart-stirring. It doesn't matter that the project hasn't aired yet, audiences are already convinced. If just a glimpse can captivate so many, one can only imagine the storm they'll create once the full story is revealed. After Zhao Zhendong was completely caught in her orbit, it didn't take long before Wang Haozhen also fell under Zhai Yiying's spell. What's striking is how effortlessly she managed to win him over. Known for his mature, steady presence, Wang had always been the kind of male lead who rarely cracked a genuine smile. Yet the moment he shared the screen with Zhai Yiying, everything changed. Their chemistry was instant, so natural it almost felt predestined. And the key detail? That smile. Wang Haozhen's grin, usually so rare and restrained, suddenly bloomed with a sweetness that fans couldn't get enough of. It wasn't forced, it wasn't scripted, it was the kind of smile that radiated warmth and sincerity, as if he was genuinely enjoying every second by her side. For a man who had built his reputation on seriousness and composure, this transformation was nothing short of astonishing. Instead of looking stiff or awkward, he seemed relaxed, light-hearted, even playful. Every glance, every shared laugh with Zhai Yiying revealed a softer, more human side of him that audiences had never seen before, and perhaps that's the real magic of Zhai Yiying. She doesn't just stand out as a performer, she has the uncanny ability to bring out hidden layers in her co-stars. With Zhao Zhendong, she cracked the fortress. With Wang Haozhen, she unlocked the warmth. Together, they don't look like men who were pushed into the spotlight, they look like men who stepped willingly into it, completely captivated by her presence. When Zhao Zhendong and Wang Haozhen teamed up with Zhai Yiying for Sui Sui Wan, the effects was nothing short of electrifying. Fans couldn't help but point out that the three of them, especially Zhao and Zhai, actually carried a hint of couples resemblance. Beautiful people often share similar features, and in this case, the resemblance only amplified the sense of destiny on screen. What shocked everyone even more was the level of audience support before the drama even aired. Normally, buzz builds gradually after a show's release, but Sui Sui Wan flipped the script. The anticipation skyrocketed the moment the cast lineup was announced, with online forums and social media feeds overflowing with comments like, "This is the pairing we've been waiting for, and they look so perfect together, it feels real." The demand was so overwhelming that viewers weren't just asking for the drama to start sooner, they were already begging the director to prepare a sequel. Imagine that, a show not yet broadcast, and a crowd is clamoring for part 2. That alone speaks volumes about the irresistible charm of this partnership. It seems clear now that Zhai Yiying's collaborations with Zhao Zhendong and Wang Haozhen have broken past the boundaries of ordinary short dramas. Their pairing is not only visually stunning but also magnetic enough to spark a cultural moment. With fan expectations soaring and the industry watching closely, one can't help but wonder, if the pre-release hype is already this intense, what kind of storm will erupt once the series actually begins? Speaking of Zhai Yiying, this young woman truly seems to be every guy's favorite. With her sweet, doll-like face and innocent aura, she gives off the impression of someone pure and genuine, the kind of girl who instantly melts hearts without even trying to. Most men, she embodies the very definition of a sweet girl, soft, approachable, and endlessly lovable. But the real magic of a sweet girl isn't just about her looks. It's about the feeling she creates, that irresistible blend of cuteness and vulnerability that makes people want to protect her at all costs. She doesn't need to act tough or put on airs, her natural warmth and charm are enough to pull people, and that's exactly why Zhai Yiying has become such a sensation. On screen, she brings a refreshing kind of energy that feels both comforting and exciting, like a first crush you never quite forget. Off-screen, her playful personality and genuine smile make her even more endearing. It's not hard to see why both Zhao Zhendong and Wang Haozhen, men known for their restraint, ended up softening around her. This is the true allure of the sweet girl archetype. It's not just about beauty, but about a charm that makes hearts flutter and creates an almost instinctive desire to care for her. And when that kind of sweetness meets undeniable talent, the result is nothing short of unforgettable. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.